Hello everyone, welcome to this new episode of the ESO News. We are the 10 July 2016 and today we're going to speak about the Shadow of the Hist, which is the new DLC that will be released the 1st August on PC and Mac and the 16th August on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. This DLC will cost 1,500 Crone or 2,500 Crone if you choose to get the Collector Edition, which includes a Guard of the Hist or Hist Guard. You can see the video on my channel, it's beautiful, and a pet and a 5 experience score like usual. So let's start to speak about it. Shadow of the Hist, the DLC itself only contains 2 new dungeons, that's why it's so cheap. Those 2 dungeons have a normal and a veteran version. Obviously they scale to the group leader, or you can scale to them if you use the dungeon finder. They will be part of the Undaunted rotation, and they contain of course new set, monster helm, achievement, etc, etc. So first of all, those 2 new dungeons have an Argonian theme. They are the ruins of Mazatun. The ruins of Mazatun are really Argonianish, with pyramids and a lot of history, roots, vegetation. It really has this jungle feel. You will feel like Indiana Jones while you're going through that dungeon. The boss are very interesting, have really interesting mechanic, especially the last one. It's a psychedelic experience. I'm not spoiling more than that. While Cradle of Shadow, it starts in an old Imperial ruin, a little bit like Arxgoridium, but more you're going inside, more you see that it has been invaded by Mephala cultists and Mephala itself. So slowly you will drip into oblivion in the realm of Mephala, and so the theme is a lot darker, very gothic, and with a lot of spiders. If you don't like spiders, you cannot go there. The bosses are also very good, very interesting mechanics. And the last boss is also crazy. They have done a really good job with those 2 dungeons. The difficulty should be on par with what Imperial City and Wild Gold Tower were. I have find myself on the PTS that the normal mode was too easy for the character I had, but this requires more testing and it is not finished yet. So if you want to try the difficulty, you can go right now on the PTS, do the dungeon, experience them with a pre-made character, with your main character, whatever, compare them, make different group. Well, if you want to participate to the testing, do it, because it will really suck if the normal mode was too easy. Of course, new dungeon mean also new rewards, and I suggest you to go on the patch note to see the details of each reward. But you have 1 new monster mask for each dungeon and 3 new sets that can please everyone. I've already seen one that really will please my Khajiit, and I'm sharing this with you because it's quite new. It's related to the alchemical poison. So if you use poison, this set might be useful for you. Besides that, when you accomplish some achievements that are of course very hard to do, you will also gain the skin of the dungeon. So for Ruins of Mazatun, it will be a splash of amber splashing thingy, so you will shine of yellow like the Hisquar, and in Cradle of Shadow it will be the Mephala related skin, so you're glowing reds inside you. It's like transparent. It's kind of cool. So that's the 2 skin you can expect to receive if you're doing your achievements. So it's not in the Crone Store, you have to earn them in game. While the content of the DLC itself is quite limited, or there is 2 new dungeons, which is cool, but it's smaller than a big zone like Orsinium. However, the change done to the base game are kinda huge. First of all, you will have the Elloa Citadel, Ithorian Archive and Dragonstar Arena that are modified and changed to be scaled to have a normal and a veteran version. Those trials are becoming relevant again, and a lot of the old sets are scaled as well, and they came back each of those three trial will have their own, which mean basically that now with all those changes that I've done to the game step by step and during those last updates, and we're still waiting for one Tamriel that's come in the fall, that means that the whole game is step up, and you will have this horizontal progression that people wanted, where you can do anything you want. You will gain reward for it. You can go do some dailies in Orsinium and you will gain some new set. You can do in Artorian Archive and you will have some rewards. You can choose to go in Sanctum Ophidia or Dragonstar Arena or in the Thieves Guild do some dailies. Every content now will offer you some rewards, something fun to do, something that you want to do to improve your character. Anyway, to be more specific about what you can find in this update, yes, the sets that will be back in the Artorian Archive, it's Akaviri, Dragon Guard, Nicholas, Red Mountain, Salvation, Silk of the Sun, and Cerebane Grip. In the Helra Citadel, it's Dark Stride, Ice Furnace, Necromancer, Necrobutton, Storm Knight, Stygan, and Warlock. And in the Dragonstar Arena, of course, the Dragonstar Arena weapon or the Master Weapon, Archer Mind, Destruction Master, Footman Healer. You will also have a new motif that you can find if you do all the quests in Mar of Lorcash, and this new motif is Dromatra. So I guess to craft the Dromatra gear, which is cool. Another big change for PvPers is the capture of the city in Cyrodiil. So there is 3 cities, Bruma, Cropsford and Vlastahus. Those 3 cities are now capturable. You will have 3 different flags. One is without any protection, the second one has a medium protection, and the third one has a heavy protection, so guards that keep it and help you. So once you capture the city, you will also have a new respawn point for the players and access to epic merchants that sell epic stuff. So that will be another kind of PvP game. I have not tried it on the PTS, but I may do it. So that's a good news for PvPer. Now the champion points cap has been raised to 30 points, so it will be 531 points instead of being 501 points. A lot of people are not happy about that. Of course, they wanted to have a bigger increase of champion points, but it served no purpose, because the content is champion points 160 anyway, so you're overkilling everything with your 500 champion points, so what's the point? But that's just my opinion. The racial passive, that's very important. So you have the patch notes, the racial passive had been announced and a lot of feedback had been given by the players, so the racial passive had been changed already, and Eric Robel presented his work on the ESO Live and explained some of the change. So if you want to listen to his discussion, it's very interesting. It's on the last episode of the ESO Live, and it's nice because I have really listened to the feedback. For instance, the cash sheet was boosted way too much. So the players say, hey, come on, the Khajiit was already the best stamina user, now it's the king of the king. So they have dropped the change, and the Khajiit will not change as much as they firstly stated. Each race will now have a flavor bonus in the first passive you can get. So for instance, Altmer will have 1% more experience gain, Breton will have 1% alliance point gain, Khajiit will have 5% more chance in pickpocketing, which is a change I'm really enjoying because my Khajiit is a thief, so that will be nice, etc. So each race have this flavor. Some of the change has been made to balance them, but the core idea of the race is still the same. So you will not have a Nord suddenly good in Magicka, so everything is following the logic of the lore and the logic of the gameplay, to not force players to race change their character to keep the same. So it's more tweak than anything else. Another very important change is the Argonian change. Firstly, they changed the Argonian so it has 9% plus healing, making the Argonian the best healer in the game. But they changed it back to it because a lot of Argonian are actually tank, and so instead the Argonian will now have 5% plus healing and 5% plus healing received. So you will do more healing when you heal other people, and you will be healed more, which means that those two bonus stack on yourself. So basically you have 10% plus self-healing, which will make the Argonian very interesting in PvP, I guess. Deltia has made a video, but Deltia made this video when it was the first change, so it's probably not updated anymore, but still keep an eye on his channel, because we'll probably make an update of this video where he explain what he think about all racial change. You know, Deltia is really focusing his channel and his content to builds and guides, so if you have any question regarding theory crafting, you should go to Deltia. Another place where to theory craft is the Tamriel Foundry. They really have a big community of theory crafters. They are discussing on forums, they are not publishing video, but if you have a question or anything, you can go on the forum, start a discussion, you will have people jumping it and discuss with you. So that's another trick. But update 11 is also, and most importantly, the style parlour, aka the barbershop, that people were waiting for so long and so impatient to know more about. So I've seen a comment in one of my videos saying, no one cares. No, I'm sorry, a lot of people scares, and by a lot of people I also mean people that do PvP or min-maxing. It's fun changing your appearance. Everyone's like that, almost everyone. Obviously not that guy. Anyway, the style parlour, because barbershop is World of Warcraft, in ESO is style parlour. Very important. The style parlour, it's divided in two parts. First, you have the possibility to purchase some coupon in the Crone Store. We do not know the price yet, so you have a name change. That's basically mean what it's mean. Appearance change, where you access again to the appearance screen, so you can recreate completely your character. You can change gender, you can change the skin color, you can change the hair color, the size of your eyes, if you're fat or have a lot of muscle, whatever. You go back to the creation screen of your character creation. And the race change. The race change is very important, and listen carefully to what I'm going to say. The race change is linked to the pack you have in your game. So if you have the Imperial version, you will have access to the Imperial race, otherwise you don't. If you have the Explorer pack, you can choose whatever race for whatever alliance. If you do not have the Explorer pack, you are limited to the race of your faction. You cannot change your faction. It's just a race change, so really be careful about that. Check first if you have the Explorer pack before to buy the race change coupon and to use it. The second part is the new haircut and new adornments that you can purchase directly in the Crone Store. So once you do that, once you purchase a new haircut, or if you want, you can purchase the bundle with all old haircuts that we have currently at the character creation. It's a full pack with a lot of stuff in it. Or you can select one by one what you want. That will allow you to change your haircut, your makeup, your tattoo, whatever, at will through the collection tab. It's like a costume or a polymorph or a hat. So you can change them as much as you want, but you cannot change the color of your hair. That's in the appearance change. So you can just change the haircut. So that's really cool. Now they are working on the interface, because for now it's a little bit messy, but it's still on PTS. So if you want, you give your opinion, you can go on the PTS, test it and give your feedback. So the the interface will be improved to classify better, because some haircuts of course are only for Khajiit, some are only for Argonian, some are only for human. Humans can share most of the time haircut they are for both gender, even if they don't look for both gender. So you can have a nice little ponytail as a guy. You cannot have a beard as a female, but they are considering it. I hope not, but whatever. So that's for the style parlor. So if you want to discover whole new haircuts, you're very welcome to check my video about it on this channel. So now let's speak about housing. So I'm stopping you immediately. Housing is not coming in the update 11. Housing is something that is working on and being prepared, and Zenimax is not really telling us anything about it, so we will know more about this next year. So it is not for now, but on the PTS right now what you can do is to find a new building that are actually housing plots. So it's present like a house surrounded by a garden and protected by huge fence or wall or something. So you cannot really see what's inside, but it's, you can imagine a house like you will see a little house in the landscape, but surrounded by a wall with a garden. So we can expect that you can place object inside the house, maybe object in the garden, you can decorate it, and it will be instantiate but still outside in the world. Nothing of this is official, but what we can understand is that you have three sizes of house: a small one, a medium one, and a big one like a mansion. We suppose that they will cost more each time, and there is also some very huge house that would suggest that it will be Guild's Hall. But like I say, nothing is official. All we have seen is houses surrounded with wall. That's it. If you want to know more about that, I suggest you to check the video made by Heroes of None. He has done a live streaming with a little tour of all the house plots, and he has gathered in a video where he really show each one by one, and he managed to jump beyond the wall and cheat a little bit to get more insight, so you will have a good view of all the new house plots. If you want a shorter video, White Fox has done basically the same video that Heroes of None, but shorter, so you will see more house in a shorter time. That's about it regarding housing. We will know more next year, but it's exciting because we can almost touch it now. And now time for some various news. First of all, Zenimax is releasing a new version of the game, commercially wise, which is ESO Gold. So basically you buy it for $59 or euro. You can pre-order it now. You will have the base game and the 4 DLC. They are also considering to make a bundle with the 4 DLC for the players that have already the game and were interested into buying the 4 DLC. I am currently working on a video that summarizes and introduces the Elder Scrolls Online base game and each DLC gathered in something relatively short, I hope, beside my review after. Anyway, I'm working on this video, and if you have any friends you want to convince to play the game, show them this video. It will probably be released a little bit after this one. Keep an eye on my channel. The Elder Scrolls Online has released in Japan, so I've tried to have some information to see if it was successful or not. It's very hard to have any feedback regarding this, but I've checked the hashtag ESO_JP, and you have a lot of screenshots of people in Japanese. I understand nothing, but I can understand a screenshot. So they seem to have fun and to have started the game. They show the character. It's nice to see what they will create as a character. As a Japanese person, see their taste and how they make their character. I've already seen some extremely cute character, like they really have made their character looking cute, like a super cute Khajiit with nice eyes and little flower in her hair, and well, it's fun to see, and it will be very interesting to follow. If you're a North American player, you should be able to have contact to Japanese players because they're supposedly going on the North American server. So you probably meet them. I didn't have the chance when I was playing on my small Khajiit, but I'm not playing enough just yet. The people that are wondering about Arena, Battleground and Duel next year. So it's pointless to ask any more questions this year. It's like housing, it's not for now, it's next year. They're working on it. It's not ready yet. Not ready at all. So you know. Zenimax is still working, of course, on making the security of the game more strong. They are fighting against hacker and cheater, people that use third-party software, but they cannot share information regarding it, otherwise the people will use it to hack better. So they're not sharing any information, but they are working on it. Be sure of that. So what do we have in the Crone Store this month? First of all, be careful. I know a lot of you were waiting for it. The Breton Hero is finally coming. Between the 21 July and the 25 July you will be able to purchase it. I bet it will cost 2000 Crone, like the Elven Hero and the Nord Hero. So save your Crone, be ready to get it. It's limited for one time only, so you know it's coming. Okay. Regarding the other merchandise, you have this beautiful Priest of the Green. It's already available. I've already purchased it for my character because it's just gorgeous. Well, that's my opinion. The Remar Waterfront Casual Wear will be available the 28th July. The City Easel Tunic Dress, same, the 28th July. And you have some new mounts. The Dire Wolf will be sold only for a limited amount of time between the 21 July and the 25 July. And the pets already available, the Colovian Badger and the Turquoise Nexad. A lot of Crone Store items will be removed. Be very careful about that list. They will be gone starting the 1st August to leave place for all the new haircut and stuff. So the costume, the Priest of the Green, the one that I just showed you, will be removed. Song of the Night Ensemble, Toxin Doctor, Treasure Hunter, 3-Tain Ceremonial Dress, Tribal Shaman Pack, Winterborn Witch Costume Pack and Winter Scout Pack. A lot of those costumes had been in the shop recently, so just have a look. If there's anything that interests you, you know, it's the time. I know there's too much stuff to buy. I know. Mount. The Banded Gore Charger will be gone, and the pets, the Baby Netch will be gone, the Banekin, the Blue Oasis Frog, Bravil Retriever, Sankin's Black Goat, Turquoise Nixad, and Wildem Wolfhound. So, a lot of stuff to purchase, right? That's it. Oh no, regarding the Crone Store, it's not really official yet, but I believe that there will be new personality that will be sold in the Crone Store, and considering the trunk one is so fun, and it's sold on at the moment on the PTS for 1 Crone. So I guess that it will be something that will be sold in limited edition at some point. So be careful. I have no idea of what can be the price of a personality, but I guess it will be 2000 Crone as well. So be ready if you're interested. If you do not know what the personality trunk is, check my video. It's a fun one. I like it. Yes, even if it's my own. Doesn't matter. And the shout out of this week goes to Elder Scroll of the Record. There's many people that I can shout out every week, but I need to choose one. And this week I choose them. Why? Because they're doing very nice podcasts weekly. But this time they have done an awesome interview of Rich Lambert. And why this interview is more awesome? Because Rich Lumber speak about a lot of interesting subjects related to the Elder Scrolls Online, but also because they have started to ask him personal questions, and Rich Lumber expressed during this interview the desire of speaking more about their own experience of the game, not as developer but as gamer, because yes, the developers play their game. That's what Rich Lambert said. A lot of people are saying the dev don't play their game. If they play their games, they will see that or this or that. No, the developers play their game a lot, apparently. And Rich Lambert had the occasion to speak a little bit about that. Resulting of this interview, someone has made a thread on the forum. Rich Lambert, I'm calling you. And no, I'm calling for you, Rich Lumber. And in this thread is asking personal question to Rich Lumber, what is his favorite race, etc, etc. And so the whole community have started to ask questions to Rich Lumber about how he played the game, and he has started to answer them. And so it's a really amazing and funny thread. You should see that because it's worth it. So first, check this episode of Elder Scrolls of the Record. The interview is very interesting, even if you're only interested about gaming stuff. There's a lot of information regarding Tamriel, regarding the content that is published right now, housing, and the future of the Elder Scrolls Online. So you will know more about that, but also there's a fun part, and go check this forum thread because it's fun, and you may ask questions too if you want. Anyway, this episode is finished. I realized that I was a little bit more, I don't know, in a different mood. I feel more joyful today for some reason. There's no special reason, I'm just like that today. So maybe I'm a little bit more excited. So I'm sorry if it disturbed you and that I'm not as quiet and calm like usual. But I hope you enjoyed it, and you find this episode worthy, and you know, if you like it, share it all around the world, and subscribe and like and all that stuff, you know. I wish you a great day. I will be gone in Norway between the 13th and the 25th July, so I will probably not make a video about the new mods and the new costume. I'm so sorry, it's really suck. Or I will do it, but post-mortem. If you see what I mean. Anyway, guys, I wish you a great time. See you soon. Bye bye. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see Norwegian landscape.